How long do I have to hold it?
No, we literally just started the moment you said that. We are no longer cool looking.
Sorry.
What
I'll
up,
do one arm.
kids?
Well, I didn't know if you were doing the pre-show thing or not.
Yeah, we did the pre-show, but you weren't there.
I mean the graphic.
We don't really have a graphic for the pre-show. I need to do better with that.
No, like the blank one. Like that it's like we're starting soon.
Oh, yeah.
The pre-show.
I'm just so excited to talk to you today. I just didn't want to do it. I'm like, no, we're
That
can't wait to
pre
talk to my
though.
boo. It's been less than 24 hours. I almost had to do some math there, and it was a little bit much for me. Sorry.
When did we like 10 p.m. So roughly some hours later than that.
Wow, our math is number one mathematicians for sure.
14 plus 4 plus 12.
Oh God, you are actually sticking with this.
Yeah, I really needed to know at that point.
I didn't realize that was the thing. I was like, Jesus, she's really talking about numbers.
Talking about numbers.
Talking about numbers. Numbers are stupid.
Sprots takes. We like stats and hypotheticals.
Oh God, where are you typing that into?
I am trying to pull up our fucking Twitch channel because for whatever reason it doesn't just pop up.
Why does technology hate you? I just have a lot of questions.
I forgot to turn you down.
I can't hear me. Oh, no, I can.
For once. Well, I turned it up. I turned it the wrong direction.
I'm gonna sip my... I know you'll see this 5 minutes later, but I got a fully... I mean, I think this was like the 1990s Art Deco collection of coffee mugs that every single man got. This is like my dad's divorce starter set dishes that I'm using. So it's like...
I love that.
Midlife crisis, everything's all black or silver or a mirror. Like it's like a mirrored thing. We used to have all mirrored furniture before you knew me. It was terrifying. Okay. It was all like triangle mirrored furniture, and it looked like the set of Scarface, but not in Miami.
I'm okay with that.
I don't
know.
It was rough. So now I have his midlife crisis teacups. Like what
teacups?
What bachelor is not complete without a tea set? You know.
That is true. That's an odd, but like he was a rich bachelor. They do weird things.
He was a rich bachelor, and he told everybody about that. And then he became a poor bachelor, and it's like, no, don't tell women you have money. That's what they're gonna do.
Yeah, they want the money.
I loved coming home when I was at college or when I lived in Arizona, and I'd come back, and I'm like, who decorated the curtains and everything? And he's like, oh, so-and-so, you know, how she thinks she's going to move in, but she doesn't know that she's one of 4. And I'm like, well, yeah. Like,
oh my God.
So they would all like try to decorate the house. So I'd come home and I'd have like 4 different fucking themes going on and throughout the house. And I'm like, I get it. Like everyone wants to put their touch on a man's home and be like, claiming territory. But I'm like, this is intense. If I came home to a live, laugh, love, or whatever the fuck that is, I would just burn the house down.
Those kill me. They kill me.
Yeah, they kill you, and they kill innocent people every year. Because you can't live, laugh, and love all at the same time.
Do they fall on them? Oh. I mean, you could. Right?
Have you ever lived, laughed, and loved all at once?
No.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Point right there. If you haven't done it in your first decade of life, you're probably not going to do it. I think ideally that would be like the ice cream truck showing up and it's all free. That would be like a live, laugh, love moment. Like, haha, that's beautiful. I love this moment.
What are you loving at that point?
Free things. Free ice cream as a kid?
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Okay. I'm following now. I understand.
No, I mean, this is your morning time. Like, I feel like this is your 8 a.m. When I met you, you were like number one morning person. I'm sorry. You were like...
I have never been a morning person.
You used to get up early.
Because I had to. I worked.
Yeah.
I used to work so far south. I had to drive.
That's true. I kind of forgot about that part.
I was not pleased about it. You did not speak to me in the morning.
Okay, that's true. I just knew you were alive and awake and like up doing something. I did not try to contact you that early in the morning.
Please don't.
Please never do.
No, I'm not a morning person whatsoever.
Let's see here.
But I've been up for like 5 hours.
Look at you.
I know. So proud. Still woke up at like 10 a.m.
So, we are going to go into the show a little bit quicker than normal. We usually have about, 30 minutes of jibber jabber?
Jibber jabber.
Would you call it the jibber jabber?
Mm-hmm.
We have about 30 minutes of jibber jabber where we're just bullshitting, catching up on life, throwing shade at people that we don't like, which is literally I have a running list and you're all fucked. That's all I'm going to say.
True.
Maniacal laugh, but it's totally true. So normally we have about 30 minutes and then we go into the show. Usually about a 2-hour show, although we have a tendency to talk longer. I found out that last month we set a record on Restream, like the actual Restream app, for longest broadcast on Restream. 2 hours and 51 minutes. It was one day that we were super talkative. So for that month, we set the record.
That is not a fact, so I don't know why they said that. But
I don't know. I have no idea what platform
cool.
they're talking about. Maybe it was a specific platform. Maybe nobody had streamed for that long on Twitter. I have no idea. But this email, they just pump you up. They're like, you're killing it. You're doing a great job. They give you obscure stats, the weirdest sabermetrics ever. And you're just like,
that's so
okay.
Weird.
All right, fine.
I don't mean to knock us. We do talk for a long time. That is
no,
true.
But you and I
just
both
happen to know that we use this exact same service for streaming League of Legends, and those are 4-hour streams.
Yeah. But that's the thing that I'm so confused about. I'm how were we? Maybe it was across all channels. I don't know. I'm not trying to think about it.
I'm taking it. We're the best.
I'll take the accolades. Give me the accolades.
All the escalades come to us.
Oh man, I miss Jamal Charles.
He's not dead.
He's not dead, but I don't miss Jamal Charles as my friend that lives up the street. I miss Jamal Charles as a football player, and he's not playing football anymore. So he's not dead. He's just not the Jamal Charles that I know.
Is he on social media anymore?
Yeah, he is. My favorite former Chief, though, and I think I send you these snaps of his because Dwayne Bowe is honestly football's Johnny Cueto.
Okay.
But not really. I mean, Johnny Cueto has way more of an intense contract. Dwayne Bowe got paid a record amount of money to do the least amount of work by the Cleveland Browns, which I think is a personal hero level, I want to get paid insane amounts of money for shit that I'm not even doing.
Right. So I'm on board for that.
If that's not your dream job, I don't know what is. And so Dwayne Bowe has a Bow Island in Miami, so he calls his estate Bow Island. But Johnny Cueto has that estate, right?
Yeah, a big one.
I have no idea what he's named it. Maybe he'll name it after Popeye.
I don't know. We should tweet him and find out.
I mean, Johnny Cueto and I DM. I feel like
that is true.
It was a year ago in 20 days that we first DM'd.
It's weird that you remember that.
March 28th.
Oh, I know why. Okay, yeah.
You remember why?
I was like, why?
Why do you remember that? So many reasons.
Okay, so yeah, you should DM him, or yeah, I say do it publicly. Everybody wants to know what it's called.
Casa de
Popeye.
What is it? I was Casa de Popeye, but I was going to try to figure out how to say dead horse, but I'm Caballo Muerte. Yeah, that's horse dead.
A lot of dead horses there. I don't know.
Los caballos muertos. Los muertos caballos? No. I don't want to say it's the land of dead horses, but literally all he's been doing from his compound, because it really is a compound, is tweeting photos of all of his animals that keep dying. And I'm like, yo, do we need to send PETA down there? I mean, PETA will definitely kill them if they're not dead already. So, what do we need to do?
I don't know. I don't know why they die all the time. Maybe they just miss him. He's not there. I don't know.
There's separation anxiety. I can't. I'm sorry.
They might. He's freaking on that little baby horse. All of the horses are too small for him.
Yeah,
Like, when is he going to get a proper sized horse?
He's always riding the yearlings, and I'm like, you know that, like, not ideal.
No, they're little babies, and you're a big man.
He is. Oh,
So
man.
weird.
I remember that time that him and I rode horses together. We had pictures.
Oh, you
of
do?
it. Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah. Definitely
On
not.
the back of the freaking horse.
Conrad put me in, like, I go, can you just, like, put me on the back of the horse? And the only photo he found, apparently, with, like, one leg showing was some hooker in, like, jeans and, like, thigh highs. And then he put my face on it. And I go, Conrad, really? Is this what we're doing now?
It was fantastic.
It really was. I do want to say we will probably have shirts like that available soon, where you can get
With you on the horse?
Yeah, with Johnny Cueto and I on the horse.
Oh my God, yeah.
Because I don't know if you know about this place. It's called dadbodtees.net.
Dad bod tees.
Dadbodtees.
Like Tide Pod. Dad bod.
She's the Gronk of our promos. Excuse us for a minute. Dad bod.
Dad bod.
And you say it in that weird voice that you have literally never used in the 4 years that I've known you.
It's Gronk's voice.
It's your voice
That's
now?
what you have to do.
Yeah.
No.
If we got Gronk in a dad bod tee, that'd be amazing.
Oh my gosh.
I'm
just gonna send it to him like one a month until he wears it.
Put it on. We'll send it to
Put it
Zubaz,
on.
and then Zubaz will send it to him, and then he'll be like, "Oh, well, I guess I have to wear this because that's a sponsor of mine now."
This is my uniform now.
See,
Welcome.
women don't get enough credit for the tricks and schemes that they come up with.
That is true. That is true. We need more credit.
We're
crafty.
Well, you're especially crafty because like you do it for a living now.
Got me.
Got him. Roasted ya.
Roasted on my own show.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
But no, like we don't get enough credit because I'm like, here I am, like I'm okay. I will just put this out there, and it's not because I'm trying to like come clean about anything, but I'm horrible at technology to the point where I get so mad at it, I have to learn it just to prove to the computer that I am smarter than the computer. Like, you're a machine.
Okay.
I'm fucking human. I created you. I didn't, but like
I'm
kind of.
fucking human.
But like I get aggressive at the computer, and I'm like, I don't want to deal with this anymore. So the moment that Dad Bod Tees was like, they created the "God damn it, Megan" shirt.
Yep.
Which I have upstairs. It's fine. Debuting at the Big 12 tournament.
With me there.
Yeah, it's gonna say "God damn it, Megan" with a purple blazer.
Rude.
But I mean,
That'll be so funny.
anytime you act up, I'll just point to the shirt, like "God damn it, Megan."
God damn it, Megan.
But that's the thing. It's like we've needed somebody that is a good graphic designer that wants to put up with our bitch assness because we have a lot of it. Don't worry,
Yeah.
a lot.
lot.
That will like design all of our merch stuff for us because I'm not a designer. As much as I'd love to say that I am, I'm not. I'm gonna like not lie to myself this year and not say like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and run our shop for us.
Whatever. We had a good shop before.
It was all right.
My hat is right over there.
Yeah, I'm wearing absolutely nothing from where it was like, damn it, I thought I had something, but no. But no, I mean, like, it's just going to be nice because Dad Bod Tees has teamed up with a lot of people in Kansas City, and they've done a lot of good stuff. Conrad
Agreed.
McGorkin is, I mean, I would say he's an icon.
His profile picture is an icon.
But, like, that's the thing about Conrad McGorkin. I don't know what it is. Like, the fact that you and I both know him as a person and not, like, Conrad McGorkin. I don't call him by his real name. I just call him Conrad. Like,
Yeah.
it's just...
Yeah, it is kind of weird to see him in real life, and we're like, hey, Conrad.
Like, number one
I
shock
don't
jock.
actually know his first name. I think he's probably told me, but
Well, we
no.
have a friend with his exact same name. This might give you a clue. Up in Nebraska, the radio host that we did the ESPN interview with up in, where were we, Lincoln?
I don't know who you're talking about. I don't remember his name.
Okay, well that's good. Even better. We just either we're trying to speak in code and we still can't narrow it down. It rhymes with. I don't even know anything that it rhymes with because it's so.
No, let's hear what it rhymes with.
Shut the fuck up. Okay. It rhymes with.
What? Yeah. What is it?
Egg fifth.
Egg fifth?
Not really. It doesn't rhyme. I mean, it kind of like it. The sounds are like that. Like, what name
egg
sounds like what name sounds like egg though?
Oh, okay.
See?
You were giving me a full name, not just the. I expected just the first name.
Oh, you just wanted the first. My bad.
I was like,
I gave you first and last.
Fifth rhyme with?
Benedict.
I was like, what in the fuck is she on? Okay.
I'm not on anything. I'm just high on life.
Oh, suck a dick. That's our new promo right there.
I'm just high on life. Suck a dick. Glitter from the top rope. Aight. So now we figured it out. That is not
what I would guess Conrad's name ever would be.
Right? It's just so generic. It's so, I don't know. It's bizarre.
It's bizarre. Anyway, we have merch is the point of this story.
Oh, yeah.
Dad bod tees.
Dad bod tees.
Google it.
Stop saying it like that. I can't stop. I just quit it. You're doing the Tide Pod thing, and now all I'm going to see, dad bod.
Dad bod. It's good.
No.
It's good. Yeah.
Dad bod.
This is what the people need. Dad bod.
Are you sure this is what the people need? This is what they want. This is what they're asking for. Dad bod. I love dad bods. Let's go into that. I love dad bods.
Dad bod. But we have a code at dad bod, which is Sprots Steaks. It's real hard to use. Sprots Steaks.
Sprots Steaks.
And you get a discount on stuff. And then, as David just said, welcome to Sprots Steaks with the Zubas Queen and I own 30,000 hats. You too can have 30,000 hats because we made a bunch of options with dad bod.
No, this is the shit. And this motherfucker, Megan, right here, Sprouts Glitter. I'm like pointing at your handle, kind of. No, I'm not. Right there.
Way over there.
Way over there. There we go. Right over there. Which way is the beach?
Right over there.
You think you're so fucking slick. And you're like, I just want things that'll piss off Gat. You think that I will care that your little ass is going to show up with a visor on. I'm not going to care.
You will care.
I will not care. It will not tilt me. I am going into tilt-proof meditation training.
I wanted a camo visor, but that's not possible. Mm-hmm.
I told my whole family that you took up bow hunting.
Oh my god. But I did. Well, I am.
But not yet.
Future bow hunting.
I told them all that. I'm like, yeah, she's hunting now. They're like, oh, well, we have a lot of land. Why she should come over and da-da-da. I'm like, yeah, #1 bow hunter. She's going to come over and kill all your deer. It'll be fine.
I don't want to kill actual things. I just want to be prepared to kill.
If you're not going to kill things. I don't get it.
I want to be prepared to kill should I ever need to kill. But
when do you see yourself in a position where you're going to have to kill something? I'm sorry, I'm spritzing myself.
You don't know if the apocalypse is coming. Like, shit's going to go down, and I'm going to be prepared. I will know how to make fire. I will know how to bow hunt. I will know how to... I don't know. That's all I got so far. I got to learn plants so I know what to eat and not die. These are the goals. One at a time. So
basically, your hobbies include surviving the apocalypse.
Yeah. I feel like I need to be ready for this.
Do you know what do you know what this is, or is it just like a general this? I need to be ready for
whatever happens. Like, if, I don't know, the government collapses, or we just go into complete, like, anarchy or something, or the electricity goes out forever. I'm prepared. I have skills.
You did survive for 4 days without electricity. But only because you went to a hotel.
I did go to a hotel.
Yeah.
I could have stayed here, but when
I
you have
could
a
have
hotel,
survived.
I'm gonna go.
Now I get it. Your survivor's skills are amazing.
I know. I'm prepared.
Meanwhile,
Now
I
you will all
have
go home and question yourselves, like, what am I gonna do to not die? And you've got nothing. They're gonna eat you first. That's it.
yeah, pretty
Not
much.
you specifically,
No,
just the
definitely.
collective.
I mean, I'm the meatiest one. Like, you're so fucking in shape now that they'd bite into you and be like, nope.
That is true. I mean, I'm not acting like getting buff is not part of it. Like, you can't eat me.
Like I'm a whole slab of
Sorry.
ribs, and you're like I don't know, like burn ends. There's nothing there. I mean, it's just
Burn ends are
nothing.
delicious.
I
That's
know.
not a good. Don't call me that.
I'm gonna call you burn ends.
No. I
New
need something
nickname. I called it.
like gizzard. I'm
I'm
like
gonna call you
the
gizzard.
part that's not good.
Can I just call you glizzard?
Blizzard.
I just made up a new part
Getting
of a
blizzard
chicken.
in my ride.
Do you remember that, like a G6?
Yep.
I, for the love of God, thought that was fly like a cheese stick.
Fly like a cheese stick?
Or like so high like a cheese stick, or like so whatever that is, like the whole hook. It's like doing so
Yeah.
like a it's like a G6, like a
Like a
Gulfstream
G6,
6.
yeah.
But I thought but I was like a Pontiac G6. I'm so confused. Why would you want that?
I didn't know that a G6 was a plane. I did think that it was about a Pontiac for a long time.
How many songs have been written about Pontiacs?
One. Exactly one.
One, like a G6. And I knew somebody that drove a G6 Pontiac, and I'm like, that's really weird that they came up with an entire song about your car.
Super hyped about that
Yeah,
Pontiac.
damn. I don't remember the last time
It's not
this
even
happened.
a good car. Like,
No, it's like basically. I mean, Cobalts to me are like. I mean, that is a G6. I remember
What is
this
it?
chick who was like absolutely insane in college that drove a G6, and I mean, it matched her. I mean, that song matched her personality. It's fucking
Okay.
nutty.
see, that's what I thought that it was like about. Like, that was right around when Royal, that song came out, wasn't
Oh
it?
God.
Like, I thought it was a whole thing, like, that we're on, like, we're poor, but we're trying to be cool.
Yeah,
type
we're
of thing.
poor, but we have
And-
record deals. I'm like, I don't feel sorry for you. Your Instagram post can
Yeah.
make like $100,000. Like, come on, do better.
Do better.
My dad the other day. It
so
was
not
great.
about a Pontiac. Go ahead.
No, and my dad the other day, I was talking to him. I'm like, I was trying to explain, like, because I mean, I'm not gonna lie, we've talked about this a lot lately. People really and truly do ask me, like, what is Megan up to? Like, I have a lot of questions. And my dad's like, so Megan's basically a starving artist now, and I'm like,
Oh my god.
yeah, she is. And he
Kind
goes-
of.
And I'm like, you gotta support your creators. And I didn't realize how big of a deal this was until you got into the cosplay world, just like with your toe in the water, just like literally, because people are obsessed with your feet now too. But that's another thing that my dad talked about. We'll get to that. But he was like, artists, not something you see a lot lately. And I'm like, you're right, Dad. There's not a lot of people out there that are like true creative people. And it's impressive to see communities rally up and like support them, because I got tagged today, and it's not even like I don't know if it's creative or be considered creative. I got tagged today in this massive International Women's Day Twitter thread of all these like badass women that are funny
Right.
as shit. They drink a lot. Some of them are moms, some of them aren't. Some of them are just unapologetically hammered and anonymous at times, whatever. There's
Okay.
just a wide variety of women that are in this Twitter thread. And I started like reading all the like the support and everything. And I'm like, this is great. Like, this is the type of stuff that I like to see. But over half of them were people that had Patreon links in their accounts because they create something, like they create content, like we're creating content, and that's awesome. But it's
Right.
like, you don't realize how much stuff people generate that's just like available to you. Because he's like sitting here talking to me about the media world in the 1950s, 1960s, where it's like, if you wanted news on something, you had to wait for the news, and like your entire
Right.
life revolved around the news. And I just
Right.
I can't imagine living in a world like that, because I'm like, I'm at breakfast, I'm telling you, I'm like, I'm not even home yet, don't worry about it. And
Yeah.
I
Good. I was in the shower.
Yeah, you're like, I have to shower. I'm like, I'm used to you being like a noon riser now, so I'm not even like, I'm like, whatever. If she's up before 1, we're good. And where was I even going with this? Oh, yeah, I wanted information about stuff, and I could just instantly find whatever I was looking for. Like, it was a news point that maybe broke like 2 hours ago, and here it is at our fingertips. It's like we live in an incredibly freaking spoiled amount of information that we have. It's like, why not get it on every route? If you can quit your day job and not do something that you hate, like Monday through Friday, to be creative and express yourself, fuck yeah, do it. And then he told me, and then he said the golden artists are a scam. And then I was just like, I gotta go. Like, I'm not gonna listen to you anymore.
Golden artists?
Artists? What? Oh, wait, no, he just said artists are a scam. And I was just like, what are you talking about?
Oh, well, he's not wrong.
Well, it's just funny to me because he had this whole impassioned speech about how cool it is that like all this, and then he's like, they're a scam though. Like typical like old dude, old person fashion. Like, all right, great talk. So glad we had this. Bye. But then he said
What?
No, he was just talking. He mentioned your feet, and somehow in that conversation, your feet got brought up, and I was just like,
well, why?
Your feet are a thing now.
They're nowhere.
Yeah, I play like Where's Waldo with your feet in your post now. I'm like, all right, no feet in this one. All right, then I saw like a half a toe, and then you did like the preview of your photo shoots that we're all waiting for. Megan,
Not my fault.
Drop them.
I don't have them.
Oh, okay, never mind.
If I had them, they would be out.
I thought you were just holding out on us. I'm like, damn it, Megan. God damn it, Megan. Oh. But like, then you had like one toe in the preview. I'm like, what else was there?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You guys will all see them very soon because they're all going to be Instagram photos. So.
Nice. Instagram. That's where it's at. So, funny, speaking of Instagram, our president-elect, Donald Trump, I don't think to this day that I've ever called him President Trump. I think I've just said Trump because it's still like weird to me that he's our president.
Yeah, I really haven't either. I guess I never thought about that. Like,
so I'm at the Shack.
Is that disrespectful? I guess so.
I mean, I feel like Trump is a bigger deal than like the president. I don't know why. I'm like,
yeah.
I mean, people don't say, oh, you got that president card. They say you got that Trump card. I mean, he was an icon before all of it. So,
it has nothing to do with him.
It's totally because of President Trump. Hello. You didn't see that argument?
No, is it on Twitter?
No, I'm okay. The fact that I say you didn't see that argument, it is. It's in the comments of his mentions. Yeah. So, long story short, somebody believed 100% that the reason that we say Trump card is because of Donald Trump.
That's amazing.
Yeah. But anyways,
I love that person.
Don't read the comments unless you want to be entertained. I don't know.
I have him muted, so I can't say anything.
Oh. Yeah, that's a really smart way to go.
Mute the president?
Just mute national news. Fuck it. Whatever. We're out.
I do. I have the word Trump muted, so like it can't even come into my...
I was told today that someone that, whatever, I don't really care to acknowledge, tweeted a picture of all their mutes, and Gat, Sprots, and Sprots Steaks was like top 3.
No. Mm-hmm. That's funny. Who is it?
The same one that freaked out this week already.
That does not narrow it down.
That does not narrow it down. There's so many.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I know it.
I was like, you muted me? You went out of your way to be like, you know what? Not only am I muting her, I'm letting the world know that I've muted her. It's like, congrats. Funny. My parents have muted me. You're not special. Fuck.
But it's true.
Literally, if you haven't muted me at some point in your life, like, I don't think that you're sane.
I don't think that you're sane. Oh my god.
It's been 10 years since I've been on Twitter now.
Really?
Yeah, I joined February 2009.
2009. What is... I don't even know when I joined Twitter. It was sometime in college, so probably around that time as well.
Yeah.
I used to tweet horribly. Please don't go back to those. I wish there was
Uh,
a way to like mass delete stuff. Like, can you just delete years 2009
no, there
to
is.
whenever?
Yeah, no, when
You can do that?
yeah, I mass deleted a bunch of my tweets. I went back and searched through everything that could have possibly been offensive, and surprisingly, I don't know why, but surprisingly, there was nothing really there. There are like a couple
Hmm.
things that would be considered, not PC at this day and age, but
Hmm.
we know how we feel about that.
Well, I know you can search for stuff, but like I just want to delete it all. Like,
Yeah, no,
get
I
rid of the year.
deleted everything um, before 2011, I believe. So my first tweet wasn't actually registered. Like when you go back and do those things, like what was your first tweet? Mine was about Ja Rule and Ashanti.
Okay.
I was like, what am I? I don't even know what I was doing.
Really passionate about that, eh?
Yeah, I'm all into the rap R&B male female duo tearjerker songs like Dilemma, Nelly and Kelly Rowland.
Hmm.
I'm just saying, I have a theory that if Beyonce would have done that, Beyonce would have married Nelly instead.
I would have been happier if she had.
I want to see hood Beyonce. I don't want to see like billionaire Beyonce that's like a fucking angel and perfect all the time because she really does. I mean, she has a team to make her look perfect all the time.
Perfect,
But
yeah.
like, I want to see hood Beyonce. And we did
No, see,
kind of
I was the
eliminate.
opposite. I want to see Nelly as billionaire Nelly.
Ooh.
Because they
Okay.
would have been super rich.
They would have been 100%.
100% super fabulously rich. And he's pretty, like
He is
way
super
prettier.
pretty.
They would have made way prettier kids.
Their kids are
That's all
just
I'm
like, I
saying.
can't imagine how much money those kids have. Just, I mean, like, they will never know the struggle of like having your card declined at Quick Trip. One, I don't know if
Okay.
they'll ever be in a Quick Trip.
I don't think they would. I
No.
don't think they know what Quick Trip
You're like,
is.
excuse me, what? It's not Dean and DeLuca or whatever the fuck they use. I
That's
mean, I don't even know. I don't
true.
I don't think they'll have to want for anything in their entire life. That's not a
No, but
childhood.
there's a lot of kids that way.
Hmm. For sure.
Look at
There's
the
a lot of them.
Kardashian ones. They're growing up like in the spotlight. That's crazy.
Yeah, look what happened to Drew Barrymore when that happened.
That's
Yikes.
what I mean. Like there are so many child scar like horror stories now. Like why are you doing this to your children?
So I keep seeing
Whatever.
people like watching that Abducted in Plain Sight thing, the
Hmm.
documentary. Have you watched
Hmm.
it yet? I feel
Not
like you
yet.
have a running list of like 1,000 things to watch though, so I'm not too mad that like,
Yeah, I'm watching the Umbrella show right now, so
okay, okay.
we're getting there
You guys are getting there, slowly but surely. But
slowly.
it's fascinating to like see what we absorb as a culture and what we
Hmm.
all just like take in. And I'm like, okay, so we're now going to go ahead and say that like just because you're from the 60s 70s as parents doesn't mean that you're smarter than anybody. It just means that there were literally no rules back then. Like
There were no rules.
you let your kid go to Mexico and get married to a 40 something when the kid's like 12. Okay. A little bit weird, but they're like, well, we're both in love with this man, so whatever. I mean, it's just like bizarre. It's just absolutely bizarre to like, and now it's like, oh, you're a terrible parent because North wore red lipstick during a family photo shoot. I'm like, well, if that's
Right.
bad parenting in 2019 compared to what you motherfuckers did, okay. Okay.
Okay. That is true. There, I mean, and especially at that like point, like you don't want other people chiming in on your parenting, and that's
No,
all they're going to do. So just like don't,
don't do
no.
it. Don't do it.
That just sounds like more stress than it's worth. No, thank you.
Yeah, chiming in on anything, bad idea. Especially when it comes to like judging other people. Just like, I mean, we've learned our lesson. I've learned my lesson on social media. Like, I've said things and judged people way too quickly than I should have. And I've gotten into
Mhm.
fights, and it turns out that I actually like those people. Like, they're actually funny, nice people. But I'm like, let me pick
Yeah.
on one thing. Now I don't take the internet seriously at all. And you just can't.
Not anymore. No, it's gotta everything with a grain of salt, which is annoying in itself. But you never know. People are crazy. They have their troll days out of nowhere, and then you might catch them on that day.
My favorite was this guy. I commented on Barstool Sports, like one of their random photos that they like had posted or whatever, and I saw that this guy, like, I commented something. It wasn't like I wasn't actually being thirsty, but it was kind of a thirsty comment, whatever. And this guy was like,
Oh my
"No one
God,
wants to
what?
fuck you," and I'm like, "Oh, okay." But then he
Oh,
like kept going with it. Then he started writing on all my photos like, "No one wants to fuck you." I'm like, "That's not what your dad and I did last night," but okay. I said something about his dad, and I was like, "Yeah, I fucked your dad," and I'm like,
yeah.
that's the height of my like insults. I am never going to like call you something because I'm fueled with hate. It's just because I'm lazy and I'm like, yeah, I banged your dad last night. Like I just can't care. Like if you want to get mad on the internet, go ahead and get mad on the internet, but the internet for most people this day and age is like news source and then entertainment. It's not to be like you're not changing lives on the internet, let's be honest.
Right. But I don't know. I mean, we're in a really confusing time right now because the line between those two is so it moves so much. Like
Mhm.
even with like reports like last night with the Antonio Brown stuff
Oh
going
my
around
god.
everywhere. Like that was news reported by real verified news people. Um, but it got out so fast that well, I guess I'll tell the whole story. Ian Rappaport reported that the Steelers were going to trade Antonio Brown to the Buffalo Bills. And it was out. It got out so early, like before the teams were ready, that Antonio Brown found out. And he just said, no, I straight up won't show up. So the trade never happened because he was like, nah, I'm just not going to come. So what are you going to do then? And the Bills are like, well, I guess we're not going to do that.
Power move.
Right? Like he got memed so hard. It was a great hour of my life.
Yeah,
just
we were actually
watching.
we were in a meeting, and shout out to Meredith and Ryan. We had a great time with you guys last night.
We
Uh,
did.
we were in a meeting, and like I kept hearing dun-a-nut, dun-a-nut, and it was like on my phone. I was trying to ignore my phone. You know, weird. We talk to people when we're around them. It's the craziest thing.
What?
Everyone was like, "I thought you were out all night last night," and I was like, "Well, yeah, I was out for a long time. Like, we didn't see any photos." I'm like, "I was busy. Sorry."
Sorry.
Like, I didn't
What?
realize that you needed like an update. Like, "Hey guys, here's my chips and salsa." Um, and
They're used to it. You're freaking whatever they're called, portrait mode food pics.
you started doing it too,
People demand that. I did it once to make
and
fun
you
of you because
loved
I was
it. You
with
loved
you.
it. You loved the way it looked. It was a beautiful photo. It was.
It was a beautiful photo,
See,
but I'm not doing it anymore.
I'm doing a dance
But
that you won't
people
see until
demand that
5
of
more
you.
minutes.
That's your brand.
Yeah, like I will zoom in on my shit Chinese takeout just to make you think that I'm like having the time of my life and wherever the fuck
At
I am.
bowling.
Yeah. Who? This is the other thing. Who has ever gotten drunk at a Chinese restaurant? That's what I want to know. Because trying to drink
They serve
and like,
alcohol?
oh, of course,
Oh,
you can't make it in Johnson County not serving alcohol.
I didn't even know.
Hey babe, let me go pick up the Chinese takeout for you. AKA, I'm gonna go drink 10 martinis and forget that like you exist. You know,
That's funny.
true story, bro.
True.
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 True
Um,
and funny.
But no, brunch is hard to eat like enough for me, and that's because I eggs and like that breakfast food is filling for sure. But I'm like,
Right.
how do people like eat a full meal of Chinese food? Has anybody like I've had Chinese food when I'm drunk, like that I feel like that's normal, but like Chinese food and getting drunk at the same time is I mean, I've gotten drunk at a sushi place, but literally never gotten drunk at a Chinese restaurant.
Yeah, that's weird. Like sake is Japanese. You can't have that at a Chinese place.
No. So I'm like I'm trying to think of the one if have you ever? You don't get drunk.
I
that
didn't
way.
even know they served alcohol at Chinese restaurants. So that part blows my mind. I'm used to getting like the sparkling Canadian water,
Oh my
like
God,
the strawberry flavored water.
Yes.
That's what I'm used to getting at Chinese.
That shit's bomb.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about getting drunk and eating Chinese. Well, okay, getting drunk and then eating.
Right,
Yes,
it's
like
a
you said,
Separate
many a
occasion.
time. Yeah. Drinking while eating Chinese sounds hard. How are you doing the chopsticks?
Not very well. I would say
Because like
that.
drunk Chinese, there's no shame. You're like, I'm not chopsticking shit. I'm
Yeah.
eating with a fork,
Give me a shovel and I'll be fine.
right? Like you're just like dumping the
Yeah. Give
package.
me fried rice. It's fine.
Yeah. So like,
This
no
is
shame there. But
keto.
like, when you're eating actual dinner time, you're trying to be proper, and I'm just like, no, not doing it. Sing Tao? That's what Chinese people drink. Sing Tao.
Yes. And
Never
then
heard of it.
I don't know the rest of them. Sorry. I was like, I know that one. It's like a tiger, not tiger beer. There's
They have
Sapporo,
beer though, right?
and
Like
it's
they
like
have a Chinese
Asahi
beer.
or something. Like Asahi. I don't know what it is. I mean, I don't even drink like fancy beer that's domestic, so I don't know why I thought I would know Japanese or Chinese beer.
Obviously. Is there a rice grain alcohol? That's sake
Sake.
though, right?
Sake.
But they don't have the Chinese have to have one.
I don't
I
know.
suppose that's what the same
Yeah,
I don't know.
probably. I don't want to like.
Anyway, yeah, getting lit with the Chinese restaurant thing and probably not on my list of things I've done.
Well, and the only reason that I bring that up is because Kansas City has some really exciting news.
Okay.
For anyone that's a KU or K-State alum, it's a rite of passage. And actually, I made you experience this when you were in Manhattan, I think. I can't remember because I went back to
We
Manhattan.
didn't do Chinese.
No, it's pizza. Did I order pizza? I can't remember if I did or not when we went.
I don't remember. I only remember Mexican and fish bowls.
Whew.
That's all I remember from Manhattan.
That's Lord, hell of a combination. No, so there's this place called Pizza Shuttle.
Okay.
776-5577. Call us now, Pizza Shuttle. They had horrible commercials. They were rated one of the top, like, worst commercials ever made. There's this chick named Brittany Freed, who's now a model and like makeup artist in like LA or something, and her friend, don't remember her name. Sorry.
Sorry, not Brittany.
That they dress up in like sexy, weird porn, police outfits, and they like fake broke into a house. They're like, "Stop. You have the right to eat better pizza. Call Pizza Shuttle."
Oh,
It was so
no.
bad. You can look it up. Pizza Shuttle, worst
Oh,
commercial
no.
ever. Just look it up. It's all over YouTube. It's kind of like an iconic commercial in Manhattan. And like all of the
Okay.
dorms and all of the campus housing all had the same cable network. It was just like included with your whatever.
Yeah.
And so it was always on because it was like public broadcasting. And I'm like, oh, good. We get to see this one
Oh
again.
my God.
But Pizza Shuttle is known for cream cheese pizza, which
Okay.
I don't know if you're a fan. Let's get your
I
take.
have never tried it, but I will not go near that. So
Okay, I understand you're a little bit apprehensive. Most people are, but
Yeah.
it's amazing. We do cream cheese pepperoni or cream cheese and salsa, and it's just like the greatest thing ever. So Pizza
What?
Shuttle is opening in Kansas City, in Overland Park.
Oh,
This is huge.
very cool.
I know it.
Do they have good pizza?
They have really good drunk pizza.
Okay.
And hungover
So
pizza.
good pizza, bad commercials.
Good pizza, bad commercials. It honestly depends because you never know like what. I mean, I feel like delivery it delivers till like 3 o'clock in the morning, or it was like centrally located by the dorms, so everyone, like literally everyone, was at Pizza Shuttle after the bars. So that's like that was
Okay.
like the meetup place, or people that were underage would just go there after house parties and just like stock up on the best pizza ever. But it was incredible drunk pizza. It was a staple of college, and I'm like, great. So now after I'm on my fitness and health kick, where I am eating very healthily, so naturally I take a thirst trap with my pants off. Now Pizza Shuttle comes to town, and I'm gonna gain all my weight back. So it's cool.
Dan says the pizza
Pizza.
shuttle has nothing on Gumby's. True or false?
I don't think Gumby's exists anymore. So I mean, it definitely was a contender.
Did they use the green dude as a mascot?
Yeah, they did actually. They did use.
Really?
Yeah, they did, but I don't know if it was licensed to. I think they just used it anyways.
I
Then
don't
turned
imagine
into,
they
like-
could get the license.
They turned into like Fat Boys Pizza, which they quickly realized nobody wants to order something called Fat Boys, and then they turned into Doughboys, and then now it's like a Korean barbecue place. So I don't. If somebody knows if Gumby's still exists, let me know.
Okay. I'm interested. Okay, so have you had pizza shuttles since like college time.
Yes, I had it over the summer, last summer. Yeah,
Okay.
so last summer I had it.
Okay. And it held up to your drunken
Yeah, well,
memories.
it did, but like
That's good.
you guys had cooler food. You guys had like Whataburger. Like you could have drunk Whataburger, and like we didn't have
Yeah.
that.
Well, I mean, we had Fuzzies, and so started in Texas, so that was only down there. So it took a while for Fuzzies to get up here, but once it did get up here, I had that, and like that's what I lived on in college
Yeah.
at 3 a.m. And it did not. I mean, Fuzzies is still fantastic, but it is not as fantastic as my drunk brain thought that it was. I was like, this is the best Mexican food that ever existed.
Yeah,
No,
I hate
but
it
I
when
mean,
that
it's
happens.
good.
It's
Same
like
thing with Witch Witch. That was actually started by a girl in my sorority, and
what? 80
actually
pie?
hold up as much. Yeah,
What up? I know. I
80
only know
pie
that because
until we die.
I had 80 pies living above me my junior year, and I wanted to
Mhm.
kill them all. So
Sounds accurate.
yeah, yeah, they were insane, absolutely insane. That's your house.
It's my house. Diamonds forever. Don't look at my nails, sorry.
What are
We'll
your
go
nails?
backwards. I can't.
I was convinced that you were gonna go out and get unicorn nails after Nicole's nails popped up on the timeline.
I was so tempted. Those are very cool, and I do want them. And she has like a shape that I like. Like it's a coffin shape, but it's like shorter.
Yes, that is so important because you can't game with long ass nails. There's no way.
No, and that's what I'm worried about. Like I don't know if I can. I can't. That clicking noise. I can't do it.
Like you don't like the ASMR, like the little like tap 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 stuff.
No.
Megan, come on.
Mm-mm.
That's okay. We all have
Get
our like,
outta
weird
here.
noise problems.
Yeah, that's not happening. But I do like them very much, and I am jealous of them.
They're very beautiful.
I don't think I look good in like pastel though. She's got a very
Really?
good complexion for pastel.
Oh my god. We'll just start dating.
I'm already pastel. Like
You're like, I am pastel. Hello.
I have it.
That's incredible.
I
So
can't add to it.
I'm looking. Okay, so yesterday I tweeted out, "I'm so proud of you for fighting everyone," and I was very proud. I got on Twitter, and people were mad online at you. But it was about cereal. What the hell? What the hell was that?
People are very protective of their love of cereal, apparently. But I mean, let's face it, it's gross.
Why?
The end.
Is it the milk?
It was
part?
never good. Well, yeah, that's part of it. Like, I've never liked milk, so I never had the milk and cereal experience. So I assume that's part of my hate. Like, I'm just eating sugar. But
Do you
putting
remember that
cereal in
YouTube?
milk is still no.
Milk and cereal. No. It was like this song. It's like milk and cereal, and it goes back and forth. Cereal and milk. Cereal and milk. It's the stupidest thing in the world. I just thought you would know it because you know Shifty 5. It was the same time frame. But so you're not a fan of
No.
eating sugar raw. Okay.
Raw sugar, no. And like I can understand your attachment to it, like from being a child, like that's what you were served. But now you're a grown up, and you should like know better than starting your morning with a bowl of sugar.
Now you're
And
a
milk
grown-up.
is
Do
also
better.
sugar. Like, what part is good for you there? But I like oatmeal, and technically, I think that is a cereal. So
Yeah.
But
Well,
it's
okay.
different,
Oatmeal.
very
This thing,
different.
like, I don't know what happened, but I remember that day that we were all talking about. I mean, I think Misfit on Twitter was talking about oatmeal with milk and how either I don't know if she hadn't used it before or like someone else was like, "What are you talking about with milk?" But we all started talking about oatmeal takes. I don't know how this happened, but Robin on Twitter tagged me and he was like, "Hey, just made oatmeal for my kid with milk. Thanks," or like, and tagged Joe, Turtlehead Joe, and then goes, "Thanks," or CC Sprotscat. And I'm like, what? Wait, what?
Why?
And I almost had forgotten about that argument, but then it brought it up again because
Right.
I keep catching people making oatmeal with water, and I'm like, what are you doing?
I still do it with water. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just found out about the milk thing when she posted that. Like, just found out it was like November. It was like 3 months ago. But I didn't know about putting milk in oatmeal, and I still don't put milk in oatmeal.
Okay. That's okay, though.
But it's mostly that I forgot. Like, honestly, I have oatmeal in my fridge. That's what I'm eating as soon as we get done here. And I might try it with milk because I do have milk for once in my life
Are
in
you
my
hungry?
fridge.
Do you need to eat? Like, do we need to let you, like, take a break and feed you? Is it gains
No.
time?
It's not gains time.
You're just hungry.
We're in fast mode at the moment.
Me too. I'm not eating until next year. So.
No, that's not how that works.
Oh, that's totally. I'll be fine. My body will live off of itself.
Oh, okay. Just eat inside.
Yeah, it'll
not
just
how
like
that-
slowly. Yeah, it'll be fine. I'll drink water and bulletproof coffee, and I'll do CrossFit.
Ugh.
I'm gonna look
CrossFit,
so
man,
sexy.
That still blows my mind. I don't get CrossFit. I don't get it.
I follow some people on Instagram that are like all about it, and I just can't follow along with it. I'm just like whatever. The closest thing that I'll like get to CrossFit is like doing drills like on a turf. I'm like, that seems like enough plyometrics for me. I'm good. Don't need to max out and kill myself. I'm fine.
Yeah.
But anyways.
They all get all banged up. Like all of their jumping on boxes. They're like, here's my entire shin exposed. And I'm like, don't jump on a box.
Do you watch? Okay,
You can-
I watch those workout videos and I'm like, you're gonna kill yourself, and I'm gonna watch like a bone pop out of somebody, and I am so anxious watching those fucking things that I don't even watch them. I'm just like, okay, it's almost over. Got it.
Yeah. I follow a pro CrossFitter, and she's doing like the way that they do pull-ups, like you have to like S move your body like a snake.
Oh my god,
Like it's like
that's an R.
like
Kelly
flicky.
song. You
Like
can't
I don't
say
even
that.
know like how. I don't even know how they do it, but she does it constantly. I'm like, is that good for you? I don't know, but I don't want to do it.
Not if you have like scoliosis or something.
That's what I'm saying. Like you're just like gonna throw your back out.
Nothing.
She's always sick too, constantly. And I'm like,
Maybe you
What do you
shouldn't
think
go
is
so
going
hard.
on here?
I don't know. Like we're not doctors.
well, my
we're not
favorite thing
experts.
is she's sponsored by or something by like a WebMD type of thing, like where you go
Oh.
online to get diagnosed. And I'm like, you were literally sick every other week.
I don't want to tell you this, but I do. Your doctor isn't working, so maybe go to a
No.
real one. I went to CVS Minute Clinic for the first time in a while, and it was like the most painless process ever.
I love those.
Like I literally told her, I was like, "Give me a Z-Pack, I'll be fine."
Hmm.
That's what she did.
And
Like,
they did?
Thank you, smartest doctor
That's
ever. Listen to me, who's not a doctor, and give me drugs. Thank you.
Just give me drugs. That's all I need.
I mean, I am
I
just
have allergies.
sinus infection, the worst freaking. It's been going for weeks. I still sound like I did the day after the AFC Championship.
Mhm.
I haven't gotten better.
Well, the weather can't make up its mind, so
Blame it on the rain.
blame it on the rain.
Willy-nilly.
Stop playing with your gorgeous hair. It's so pretty.
I know, it's so long.
It's making me jealous.
It's cool.
It is really long and fluffy.
Well, the problem is
Fluffy.
now people don't really realize, like, yeah, blonde takes a lot of maintenance, but you know what takes even more maintenance? Putting 20 pounds of extensions in your head and then trying to curl it. Like, I am not physically in shape enough to curl my own hair because it's
I
so
believe
much
that.
hair. Yeah,
I'll do it for you.
perfect. Even better.
Yay.
We decided next week is going to be our big week of trying out different show setups. So we're going to be doing a couple not remotes, because I feel like remotes are like super formal and they're like, hey guys, we're wearing headsets and we're on air. We're going to be like maybe in my hotel room, maybe in the lobby, maybe at a bar. We don't know yet. We're going to be wherever the wind takes us. And
We're doing all three.
yeah, let's do all three. Fuck it. But if you guys are going on the Big 12
I'll do
tournament,
that.
this is a formal invite. Let us know where we should broadcast from. If you have a venue.
In Power and Light.
In Power and Light. Like Power and Light area. Anywhere from like.
Or like slightly outside of it.
Yeah. I think we could go as far as River Market, and that'd be enough. River Market, Crossroads,
Yeah.
Power and Light. If you have a place down there, let us know. We'll broadcast from there. We have no shame. We'll broadcast from the corner of a street. We don't care. Because we have a vlogging kit now. We're going to be vloggers.
We do. A light and everything.
I remember when you and I started this and we were writing articles nonstop. Like I was sending you stuff to edit all the time. And it's like, okay, we're going to, like, people still read. People still love reading. Yeah, let's go with it. And now it's like, no one reads. We have to give everything by video content. Like,
Yeah.
things have changed so much in the last, like, few years. And so now we stream all the shows. We stream everything on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook. What else are we streaming on? YouTube?
YouTube. Mixer. I don't think we're doing Mixer yet,
Mixer's
but we could.
confusing. I want somebody to help me with Mixer. Like, if somebody that knows it or, like, streams on Mixer, I need to know how to, like, make a profile. They gave me, like, some random, like, you know when they give you, like, an anonymous handle just for, like, signing up to a website and then you can go back and change it? I don't know where to change it. And I'm like, help me. I've done it on the desktop and I've done it on my phone and, like, nothing works. So I was like, okay, cool. I guess we just won't have this.
All right, well, who needs? Not us, apparently.
Apparently. It's fine.
Apparently.
But yeah, we're going to be doing that next week. And then that is going to be, I feel like that's a large chunk of our week next week. Wednesday we'll do the show as scheduled. Thursday we'll be doing some, like, we'll just be doing pop-ins, I feel like. We'll just be like, hey, this is what we're doing now. Just, you have to follow Sprots States to figure it out.
You have to follow us everywhere.
You do. I
mean, we could do
you?
A couple IG Live as well. That would be easy.
That's my favorite thing. So if I start an IG Live and then I add you to it, then that's just Sprout Sticks right there. It's like, boom. That's the two of
we're
us.
done.
And that's like an exclusive IG behind the scenes. Yeah. IG Live. We're going to be like Johnny Cueto, just like randomly show you a fountain or a body of water somehow for 30 seconds and we log off.
Then that's it. We're done.
We're out.
Goodbye.
That's beautiful. Speaking of being out, I noticed that you also caught the news. David Irving quits football in a glorious fashion, I believe.
What's glorious?
Did you watch the whole thing?
I did not watch the whole thing. No, I only saw like bits of it.
That's basically all you need to see.
Okay, then yes, I watched the whole thing.
What happened with that? Like, he just basically said, I have CTE, fuck it. Like, here's me smoking a joint. Like, what was it?
Yeah, well, I mean, he never said that it was a joint, and so now people are coming back and saying it's just a cigarette, which either way, it doesn't matter, because he still came out on the broadcast. It was his own IG Live, and said that I quit. So I don't know if that's binding. I assume so. Like, you can't just go publicly and be like, I'm out. See ya. But I'm not sure that the team knew before that. That's for sure.
It's a hell of a move, especially because he flat out said, I want to be, he said, like, in the one clip, he's like, hashtag plants, not pills. And so he's very much adamant about the fact that he is against the idea of even, like, dealing with opioids for his pain, for his trauma, honestly, everything that's involved with CTE.
Right.
Or concussions in general.
And that's fine, and that's fair, honestly. I mean, it sucks that it's not legal in Texas where he would play, so, like, I don't know how that would work out. But they definitely need to address, across the board in all sports, medical marijuana, since it is legal in so many different areas, as, like, because right now it's illegal to use medical marijuana, even if it's legal in the state, for sports. But, like, if they want to use that instead of taking aspirin, like... There's got to be some research into it and some rule changing there, because there's no reason that they can say no when they're okaying, like, morphine and stuff.
Right. Like, okay, so that's all right? Like, that's what we're doing? Okay.
Yeah.
And, like...
Yeah, so
pain
maybe
meds,
he's starting a movement.
Honestly, I just wish that they would just flat out say, holy shit, we don't need pain meds anymore. This stuff is so much better. Like, okay, we do need pain... Like, if you're after surgery or something... and, like, you need to go under and, like, you're coming off of surgery, yes, pain meds then. But, like, to manage it, I feel like you could use marijuana a lot easier. I don't know. I feel like Salvi just got out of surgery. He'd be a good one to, like, try that out on. Like, hey, Salvi, just get really high. You'll be fine.
It's fine. It's fine. You don't feel anything.
Salvi's surgery pictures were weird.
Yeah, you liked them.
No. You know better than that. I'm defiantly opening my Capri Sun. out of anger?
Salvi gets out of surgery for Tommy John on his elbow, and immediately sends a lip bite selfie to the world, telling everybody that he's okay.
Did he mean to send that to everyone? I felt like that was just like a sexy selfie that he accidentally sent out to everyone.
I think he was loopy, and he meant to send it out. I don't know if he was prepared for that, but
yeah, it was a lot.
I don't know. Guys dig the lip bite, and you're not a fan.
Are you?
I don't know. I am split because some people can pull it off. Most people cannot. Definitely, most people, it's a definitely no. But I can't say exclusively no because there are some that are okay. But I mean, like when you post a picture like that as a dude, it's like a girl doing duck face. Like that's the same thing. Like you're trying to look cute and sexual. So like, as long as you're aware that you are trying to do that, then I guess you're okay.
I mean, what's your go-to pose?
Go-to pose. I don't have one. Get out from me.
like the Deuces. I feel like the Deuces have become our new, like, hey. But like just they said this on Call Her Daddy, and I just saw like the brief clip of them saying this, but like, stop taking selfies, men, in 2019. You're not good at it. And like the few people that are good at it, like women don't, like if you're actively looking for a girlfriend or actively looking for someone or like a hookup, whatever, and they go to look at your Instagram and it's nothing but selfies of you, A, you're going to look like a sociopath. Weird.
Yeah.
B, you're going to look like you don't have any friends. And C, like, ew. Like, why are you so vain that you think like everyone wants to see your feed of just your face? Like, girls can get away with it, but guys can't. It's so weird.
Yeah. Well, even girls, it's annoying. Like, change it up. Like, you can't put your camera farther away from you, ever. But yeah. And they do it, like, guys, it's not that you have to stop taking selfies. It's just stop taking the same one over and over and over again. Like, and posting it. There's a guy, I unfollowed him last week. It was Jim Dude. And he would post the same, like, thing every day and put, like, new words on it. I'm like, this is so ugly.
Yes.
Like, not even ugly. It was just boring. Like, go away. And
nobody wants to see it after a while. You're just like, why?
Every day. Nobody wants to see that. No. And from down here. Like, no shooting.
Yeah, stop with, like, the upward, like, I can see up your nostrils. Like, I can see everything up. It's just gross. Like at no point does anybody want to see that. It's like
Sally did both. He did the down angle and the lip bite. He was like, I don't even know how. It
was so bad. Oh man! But I'm glad he's out of surgery, and won't be taking any more of those photos. More importantly,
you don't know. He's got a lot of free time now.
Yeah, he does. He does, and it's
like a lot of free time.
I don't want to say that the spirit around Kansas City is a little bit downtrodden, but KU loses their 14 straight streak. They're not going to win a Big 12 championship this year for the first time 14 fucking years. Get over it, KU fans. And then Salvi comes out, injured. Yeah, K-State, baby. Salvi comes out injured. Royals season not looking ideal for excitement and contention of any sort. So we're like, okay. But then KC, like the KC vibe has just been a little bit deflated. I don't know if we're just like, damn, what else? Like, I don't want to say KC is all KU, but man, KU fans make the Big 12 tournament fun too, because they're out there spending money, doing everything left and right. Iowa State fans pretty much treat it like, hell yes, we're out of Iowa. Let's get crazy.
And why wouldn't they? I would be happy as well to be out of Iowa.
Yeah.
I trash Iowa all the time, and I forget that like my vacation spot is in Iowa, but it's like not. It shouldn't count as Iowa.
It shouldn't. Anything with like body of water should not count as Iowa. Nope.
Yeah,
this is Nebraska. Count. I like that we're also like I was born in KC Mo, like grew up in Kansas and you grew up in Nebraska and we're talking so much shit on Iowa, like our states are like
Yeah.
obviously superior to Iowa.
Obviously, Nebraska is so much cooler. Now, Nebraska sucks too. I admit that. But it at least has redeeming qualities like Omaha, and Lincoln's alright.
Lincoln's fun. Omaha, I need to go out more in Omaha. That's what I went downtown, but it was like swampy, gross out
Yeah.
that time, and it was like a festival and everything was busy. I'm like, I just want to go home. Yeah, Iowa State's going to be flooding, especially if Texas Tech goes into Iowa State this weekend and loses and Iowa State wins. They're going to be like out in droves. I feel like they're going to be out in droves anyways, but like,
Yeah.
they might actually get all hyped up about that.
Well, this is one of those things that I think the NCAA should fix, like rig, because Iowa State does come out and they do spend money and it's on NCAA stuff. So, like, come on, let's make it happen. And also maybe it helps K-State. I don't know. Maybe I'm biased a little bit, but
yeah, no, I dig the idea that somebody other than KU is going to win this year. I think that makes it a little bit more special because every single time that you and I would attend the tournament, it'd be like, okay, well, we'll see you at the KU game on Saturday night.
Right, at the KU finals.
Yeah, we already know.
Yeah.
This year's going to be kind of weird because my boy Bob Huggins, woof, West Virginia,
Love it.
not good. The
Yeah,
Smoking
we're gonna
Musket.
probably see them both out like pretty early, eh? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Wednesday night, we'll see. I don't know what they're going to be seated. That's another annoying thing. I'm like, can't we just... I don't want to wait till Sunday or Monday or whatever to figure it out. I want to know who I'm going to see because tickets, like having prime tickets, certain areas, like I would rather have them for another game so I could switch them out, whatever.
Right.
Like, damn it. So, well, I mean...
Well, you'll still find out with plenty of days.
I'm just anxious. Like, I do not know how to act as a K-State fan right now because I have trashed Bruce Weber from the beginning. Like, from the moment we hired him, I was talking mad shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he took Bill Self's players to Illinois and, like, ran for a national title, but he couldn't even finish that, blah, 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 blah. And then he comes in and, like, he doesn't like Frank Martin's recruits, so he drives them all away. Jacob Pullen, which you met at the tournament up in Chicago, was #1 outspoken. Like, if you don't want me, if Bruce Weber didn't want to recruit me for my hometown, like, I'm from Chicago, he came up from Illinois, like, not up from Illinois, but from University of Illinois, to recruit me, but I wasn't good enough. So he had this huge chip on his shoulder about Bruce then too. And like, I was just mad because I love Frank Martin so much and he left and I was like, damn it, this is ridiculous. Like, it was a bad taste in everyone's mouth at K-State, the way everything worked. But I feel like Bruce has like redemption year last year. And now look at him. Like, now we're going into the Big 12 tournament with a fighting chance to win out. Like,
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. To be fair, I mean, I don't know. I haven't watched any K-State games this year, so I really am talking out of my ass right now.
You've watched my peril enough to know.
Yeah, but we watched last year. I watched a lot last year and the year before when we went to K-State.
Yeah.
And a lot of it, honestly, they were a good team already. Like, a lot of it was conditioning. So I don't know that I can give the credit to not Bill. What?
Bruce,
yeah.
Yeah.
I can't give it to Bruce anyway. Like, I feel like that's his other coaches' jobs. Like, I don't know. I don't know what I could blame on him anyway, but I don't know. I don't think you have to love or be a Bruce champion and still be happy.
That's refreshing, because I thought I had to like stick with it. I was like, okay, now I'm back in the basketball bandwagon of sorts, and I guess I should be #1 Bruce fan too. Like, I didn't know like how far I had to take it. Like,
no,
I'm a fan
I hated Ned all the way through the World Series run.
I still hate him. Ned. I was like, he fell out of a tree, and you're like, okay.
Well, okay, I don't wish harm on Ned, but he is not a manager of a team. He's a coach, and that's where he should stay as one of the other coaches. But anyway,
other than that.
He's not. Whatever. Yeah, you can support the team and not support the coach. It's not always on them that this is why they're successful.
That's very true. I need to understand that I can be removed from certain parts of fandom. Just like I am with the Royals. Like, I love porn. There, I'll say it. And the Royals hate porn. That doesn't mean that I have to hate the Royals, even though they also sued me. So they sued me and they hate porn. So 2 strikes, but I'm still here. Still a Royals fan.
Still here.
I can separate it. I'm like, Dayton Moore, you're a kook. Like, I'm not gonna lie. You have great upstanding moral fiber, and I'm very proud of you. Like, congrats. Like, congrats. You #1 champion of moral fiber. However, I don't think that's what makes a great GM. I kind of want a Sharky GM.
Sharky?
Yeah, I want somebody that's a little bit shady and weird. I want somebody that like might be like, you know, have insider information and be trying to talk to other people. I want some like weird shit going on in my front office. I just want drama because that's what I love sports. They're entertainment. And when you're just perfect and clean cut, I'm like, well, this is boring.
Yeah, but now you know that they're all jerking off like in secret, which is hilarious.
Yes.
Like,
they even were like, I mean, they were down to like, I can't remember who it was, but they were even talking down to following people on Instagram, like how that is considered pornography. Yeah, it's a lot.
Dang.
And by the way, Dad Bod Tees has already made a suck a dick shirt.
Oh, that was fast.
I'm just saying, like, we might have the fastest merch in the West.
Did you see the thing about the chocolate dicks?
What? Chocolate?
You can mail a chocolate, like a big old, like, you know, like the Easter Bunny, the chocolate Easter Bunny.
Big
You
triumph,
can mail a big old chocolate dick to anybody, and you can send them anonymously. So,
who wants to go fund the list of people that I want to send chocolate dicks to? It's going to be pretty long.
Yeah. I think it's wonderful. I've been thinking, like, who deserves this the most?
I want to know where I can send a live hornet's nest. Like, how I can do that.
Okay. I will work on it.
Is that illegal?
Bombs.
Is it illegal to send somebody a hornet's nest?
I would assume so. I would assume that is...
It's a gift.
Admit it, like, preconceived harm. On
malicious intent.
Malicious intent.
We said that a lot last night.
We did. Yeah, there was a lot. We did learn quite a bit last night. Last night we had a meeting with our sponsors, Recovery Hydration.
Right. Hold on. I'm going to get the finger right. Right there.
Right there.
Hey.
And... oh, that was weird. Right there. It's kind of over there, actually. Anyway, we met with them, and I didn't know that one of the owners of it was a chief's medical staff person. And we learned that back in the day, when they would go to Oakland, they would throw frozen chickens at the opponent team's buses. Like, what is that? Frozen chicken?
First of all, there's starving kids in Oakland. Give those kids the fucking chickens. What the hell?
Right? Oakland was never prosperous, I don't think.
You guys are not doing well enough to throw food away. Let's be honest.
Chicken. Also, why do you have frozen chickens? Like, that's not something I've ever had just laying about to be thrown at people.
And, like, throwing a frozen chicken is basically like throwing a brick at a bus.
Right?
They are, I mean, it's obviously a dead animal. Like, it's pretty solid. There's bones and stuff. Like, things can go poorly.
It's so weird. Such a weird thing to do. Which I can't say, like, that's super weird because other people, I mean, currently are throwing, like, fish and squid on the ice.
That's
during
a hockey thing,
games.
right?
But, yeah.
I was going to say.
Yeah, you can't get really hurt throwing a fish at somebody. You can get hurt throwing a frozen chicken off of an overpass.
Yes.
That's so
and I feel
weird.
like that's frowned upon.
I can't. People are insane. Even back then. Before you had Twitter, you were insane. People on Twitter, even more insane.
But you can't even, like, you can't even do that anymore. Like, somebody would videotape you throwing a chicken, and they'd be like, oh my god, trying to murder people.
Well, and they would be right, because you could murder somebody. People do that, like, with the rocks to kill people.
Why? I don't understand this thing of, like, people were talking about how YouTube ruins children, and I 100% agree.
I found that out.
like, Def found that out. But YouTube is banned in my household. It's cool.
Yeah.
But people like film things, and it blows my mind because what in the world do you need to do? Like, what in the world, like, type of social media platform do you need to have a photo of you hanging off a train, kissing your boyfriend while hanging off a train over a bridge on a cliff in like the middle of like Ireland or something? Did you see that?
No.
This person was hanging off a train that was, yes, it was moving very slowly. It was like I think it was a coal powered train, so it was slower. It was moving slowly, but they were hanging out of it. Their photographer was in an adjacent car and like took photos of them like kissing outside of the moving train car. And I'm like, we live in a world
Did they die?
No, but they're like, they were being completely blasted up and down from people everywhere. I'm like, you do realize that what you put on the internet, people will try to mimic, do, or like copy somehow, shape, or form. I'm like, honestly, I just think that like we're gonna have more deaths because trying to be Instagram famous, like, then we're gonna have like, I don't know, horse accidents. Like we're that whole like goofy like weird statistic, like 4 people died from trying to take a picture this year. Now it's gonna be 4,000 people died falling off a cliff trying to do it for the gram.
It's a lot of people. A lot of people die on those freaking cliff ones. Like, what are you doing?
I don't know.
I don't like it. I don't get it.
The best
I wouldn't do it anyway, but
yeah, I was like, you won't even like stand on a hill that might look like you could possibly fall like 3 feet. You're like, I'm out.
no. Like, I have no desire to ever step foot anywhere near the Grand Canyon. I definitely am not riding one of those freaking donkeys around. Like, no.
No, that's just not something that I would recommend anyone to do. If you value your life, just stay away from it. Just don't do it. That kind of goes back to like the Mahomes thing where he's like, you know, I want to go ziplining. Don't tell Veach. It's like, okay, that's cute and everything, but you literally could fall off and die.
You could. Ziplining, especially, I mean, not in Kansas City, probably it's pretty regulated and okay, but all of those people that go ziplining in like the tropics and stuff, I'm like, nobody's regulating this. Like,
No.
do you know where you are? Like, you're in Venezuela. Like, nobody's watching to make sure that this is okay. Like, and people die all the time. And I'm just like, well, what did you think was going to happen?
What did you actually think was going to happen?
Like, legitimately.
God. So weird thing. Like, Chris Jones was out there talking about bringing Le'Veon Bell to Kansas City.
Yeah.
Like, I missed this, but like I woke up. I think I had taken a nap, or I don't even know what I was doing, or maybe it was like at night. But I had woken up to something, and it said like Le'Veon Bell talk in Kansas City, and I was like, what the fuck?
Right?
Did you see this happening
you didn't
in real
see the
time?
video just like randomly.
Yeah. That's bizarre.
It was bizarre, the video, but like, why? I mean, I understand just trolling the fans and whatever, but like, I think he was serious about it. Like, I think he was legitimately like, he's here talking to people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Are you for it or are you against it?
I'm just kind of like nyeh about it because I feel like our team has to spend more money on so many other people. Like, we have contract deal with like Mahomes, we got Chris Jones, Justin Houston, maybe, according to fansided.com, who knows? D Ford we franchise tagged, but like still looking or taking offers, accepting offers, whatever. I just feel like there's so much more money like elsewhere. I don't think that our offense is a problem. I don't think that our offense has ever been a problem. I think that you have
I don't know about
Mahomes
ever, but
like, well,
in
no,
the
I mean
last
like
2 years,
this
not a
year.
problem.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Sorry. Only talking about current offense.
Yeah.
It's definitely been a problem in the past.
I was like,
Yeah, you're like, I remember your rants from a couple years ago.
it was a problem.
They were very offense centered. But I think for the first time, I have faith in our O-line getting better. I have faith in returning from injuries. LDT is going to be in better shape and better form. And I think that Mahomes is, honest to God, the only reason that I don't worry on offense anymore. I'm like, he's a playmaker. He can literally make anyone an incredible receiver, an incredible option. He has weapons everywhere. Everyone is a weapon.
Right.
Like, everyone. So
Give
when
him
I'm
more.
like, okay, what do we need to spend money on? It's obviously our defense. And like, I don't get it. I have, like, I was talking last night to some people, and they were like, I don't even care. Spags is our guy. Spags is the answer. And they are brainwashed and 100% in on it, too. Like, that the 4-3 change is going to be better, and we're going to be out here kind of, like, shifting positions, shifting roles. But we have to pay these guys because they work so well as a unit.
So they think that just purely coaching change is all we need. We don't need extra.
I was thinking about it, though, and I was like, in the spirit of 2019, you've made me face a lot of, I wouldn't say adversity, because it's not adversity, just made me face my bullshit head on.
Mm-hmm.
So in spirit of facing my bullshit head on, I got over the playoff loss within a day, which has never happened.
Mm-hmm.
So you have enriched my life and those around me. Thank you. Because I'm miserable when I'm pouting about stupid shit like that. But after going through all that with Bob Sutton,
mm-hmm.
and knowing there's so many things, like when I talked about it yesterday, they're like, I'm not mad at D Ford because D Ford has had to do more with less. Like, Bob Sutton was so focused on getting the secondary up to speed and so hyper focused on that. Little things such as mechanics and just play calling and knowing where the fuck you're supposed to be when you're lining up.
Right.
It was overlooked. So to me, it's schematics. It's like, this is on the coaches more than anything else, because when Eric Berry got out there, and I can't remember what game it was. I believe it was Indianapolis home game. He was out there. He was like just screaming at everybody, like, get in your positions. What the hell are you doing? Line up over here. Like, it was a shit show. So I'm like, I'm looking forward to the freaking shit show being over and for us to finally focus on defense and become the actual whole complete team that I know that we should have been all along.
Right.
I don't like the fact that we have to take years to figure this shit out, though. I'm not happy about that.
Right.
Bob Sutton experiment went way too long.
Yeah, it was a bit long. But to be fair, I mean, it's not like Mahomes would have been ready by then anyway. So,
right.
You know, you win some, you lose some. But yeah, I'll be interested. I mean, I don't know how much it would cost to get Bell, and I don't know how much we have to spend. I don't know anything really about how all of the contracts work in football yet. But I'm not opposed to the idea of just getting more offense, because my big thing last year, and I think it'll be the same this year, you don't need defense when you can offense. And it's true. I would like a little bit more protection for patty cakes. We can have a little bit of offensive defense would be nice. But, I mean, if we are given opportunities to score, granted, I also didn't know about the overtime rule before tweeting that out last year. So now that I know that rule, maybe that's a little bit different, because you can offense all you want, but if you lose a coin toss, well,
you're fucked.
What is that? So, I mean, I think that Spags will do enough to bump up the defense that we don't have to buy somebody. Would it be smarter? Probably. But I like big names. It's more fun.
Yeah, I do too. It's like, I want a designer team.
Yeah, give me a designer team. Why can't I have that?
I want all of that. I want Louis Vuitton, Chanel, Dior, everything. Give me it all.
Yeah.
I don't want this Dooney and Burke shit. Get out of here.
No. Go away.
My accessories are high class. The rest of me is not. It's fine.
Exactly. Let's do that. I'm on board.
I'm on board with that. I like shiny things. Thank you.
Yeah. Let's get some excited freshly out of college, big old meatheads, stick them on the defense. We'll be all right.
You know, that's what I miss, though, because, like, in the 90s, like, draft day was the best. Like, watching the draft was it was like the Oscars. Because these kids are literally sitting by, they don't have social media. They don't have, like, a direct phone line. They're all crowded around their one family phone or their bedroom line waiting for that phone call. They're not in New York City. They have Sports Illustrated taking photos of them in their living room. Like, they're not doing this flashy, like, they're not already getting the celebrity treatment before they've even done anything. Like, now, like, look at Ezekiel Elliott for prime example. One, he's the cutest looking chipmunk I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, all
You
right.
don't think he looks like a chipmunk?
I guess he does. I never really thought about it.
His cheeks, they're just like,
His cheeks.
I don't know. I'm very fascinated by his head shape. It's like, it's if you look at it just when you have time in your spare time, check out his
When I have my
face.
spare time,
Yeah.
Ezekiel Elliott's face.
His face. There you go. It's perfect.
All
Like, he
right.
comes out, he goes to the draft. He's notorious in college for like wearing crop tops. With his jersey is like a crop top. He's always showing his
Yeah.
abs. Always
Yeah.
like, hey. And
Well, he wore it like to the award show.
yeah. So that
Oh,
was
that's
the
what we're
draft.
getting to. I'm
Yeah.
jumping the gun. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
I
Like,
forgot it was the
I'm
draft.
glad that
yeah.
you remember that because I remember you tweeted out, you're like, so this is a thing now? Like, dressy crop tops on guys? He started a
Yeah.
movement. It's cool. I think it was did anybody else follow suit? I don't think so.
I don't know. I don't know.
Not really a movement when nobody else joins you, but that's fine.
Not so much.
Um,
But
but he was
right.
showboating way before he even like got into the NFL. You look at
Right.
Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders' fucking draft day photos. Holy shit! The guy is in head to toe, like sponsored gear, gold chains. I mean, Florida State. We all know Florida State, Miami. Good God, if you want to go for like the most corrupt and like paying under the table type shit you could possibly find, right there.
right.
Like, you think Alabama's bad, go to Florida. And he looked amazing. Like, he was just in this fully decked out, like, I am Deion Sanders, don't fuck with me. Like, pay me. That he just looked rich AF. And it was beautiful. Brett Favre's was in his wood paneled bedroom in Mississippi.
And Wranglers. Wasn't he in Wranglers?
Yeah,
back
he was
then?
in and like a dad hat.
Like already.
Yeah. He was already there. It's cool.
He already knew. Like, I'm gonna get these jeans sponsorship.
At an early age, he was already branding.
right.
But yeah, like that draft day
Yeah.
back then was cool. Now
I do miss that. The excitement is not as fun. Like, they already know. Because they're agents now. Like, they have to, you know?
Mhm.
It's not as fun.
So, speaking of agents, how do you think Scott Boras is feeling lately? Do you think he's been winning lately, or do you think he's kind of been on the decline?
I don't know. He's kind of in the middle, I think. I think he's lost his touch a little bit just because his reputation precedes him so much. Like, you know that Scott Boras is going to be a hard ass, basically, going in. And so, like, teams are already like, I don't even want to try kind of attitude towards him. So he's going to have to pull a bit of a Mariah Carey and have, like, a rebranding for himself. And kind of figure that out because it's going to hurt his players in the long run. I know we actually talked about it, about, like, his middle of the road players, the Moustakis types, like,
Right.
not getting the attention that they need. And somebody on national media actually talked about it, like, the next day. Stop listening to me.
Yeah, stalkers.
They did talk about it. I'm not kidding about that. But they're like, Scott has a team of like 20 people. Like, they're all taking care of him, of all of the players and stuff. That's a silly thing to say. But I'm just like, yeah, he's got a team, but the team is not Scott. Like, there's a difference no matter what. Kylie Jenner has a team making her a billionaire. She is still
No, she's self-made.
the one that
Sorry.
you want. You know, yeah, self-made billionaire. Like, your mom made you. Shut up. Literally. And
Literally.
also,
Funny story. We know science.
and AJ randomly taking credit. You had nothing to do with Kylie, sir.
No. Ray J just tries to stay relevant, and that's fine.
He does. And it's not even good. I watched, this is a random tangent now, sorry. I watched some cooking show with Ray J and Brandy, and he was like trying so hard to be funny the whole time. And Andrew Dice Clay was on the show, and I was like,
What?
you have the funniest man in the entire world next to you, dude. Like, go ahead and stop.
I don't. That's why number one, 100%. I've always been intimidated by comedians because it's like being around them. It's like, I don't want to say that I'm like performing a routine, but don't you feel pressure? Like, being around
Yeah.
comedians and you're just like,
Yeah, you feel pressure to have to be funny and then like, or not be funny and like laugh at everything that they say. Like, I don't know. Or like when I feel like they've got a lot of pressure too because like they can't just be normal. I feel like people expect them to be funny all the time.
Yeah.
And when they're not, you're like, why aren't you funny?
Why are you not entertaining me, clown?
Why aren't you doing tricks right now?
That's amazing.
Yeah. So yeah, we don't have very many comedians in our inner circle because you're too much work. Of all the people,
Yeah.
you're it. You're too much.
You're a lot. No, it's just like it's hard to keep up with that. Like if you're in a room with an iconic guy like that, why would you even try? Like why would you even like try to be like Mr. Funny? Like we know you're not funny, Ray J.
No. I mean, even if you are, like, still, you're with Dice right now, dude. Like, cut it.
I never really watched Dice growing up at all. Like, I was more of a George Carlin fan, which I shouldn't be a fan of any of them growing up, because it was definitely inappropriate.
Yeah, you're a little young for that.
Yeah, a little young, but George Carlin was my guy. I loved him.
Yeah.
But then I saw the Dice, like his like, not wannabe comeback tour, but like his wannabe comeback tour thing. That show that he did. I was like, who is this guy? Like, why is he so like full of himself? I don't understand. I didn't realize that he was such a big deal. It was
I didn't either. Yeah, I have newly discovered him within like the last couple of years.
He's definitely a lot.
I'm on board. He is. He's hilarious though. Like he is me when I get older. Like I want fucking head to toe branded jacket wear.
But like you'll have it. Like I give it. I don't even think when you're older. I think it's gonna be like next year. You're just gonna be like, here's my French coat, my face on it.
Beautiful. I need that. Like looking like a walking like motorcycle / poker star all the time.
Like ugh.
The dream.
That is the dream. What more do you want in life?
That's it. But nothing. That is all of my goals summed up.
But like, okay, there's fashion, and it's weird because fashion and sports, like I don't know how, but like I started following the like athlete outfits it's like athlete fits or something on Twitter, and they just tweet out whatever people arrive. Like it doesn't matter what sport, just a bunch of athletes in their different outfits showing up to games. So it's funny that you were talking about Russell Westbrook wearing a Kyle Busch jacket. Because that's like your two favorite people. Like
I know.
How did that make you feel?
That was so awesome. Like I don't know that Russ knew that was a Kyle Busch jacket, but I feel like in my heart he did, and he knows that him and Kyle Busch like act the same. Like they're super competitors when they're on the field track, not the field, the court / track. They're super competitive. Like they're like game face on, ready to go, and then as soon as they get out, like they're #1 family guy, like whatever. And so like I don't know if he like picked that for that intention, but in my heart he did. So
it's kind of make you happy.
Them, like bridging the gap. Yeah. Thank you for making me, only me, happy.
Whatever. Oklahoma loved it.
They did love it, and Kyle Busch loved it. He tweeted it out, so that was really cool. But I don't understand like basketball players, why must they dress so intensely? Like I know that that's kind of the male culture in that like kind of region, not region, but like that kind of, I don't even know.
They're all
like
fashion bloggers, and then they're athletes.
Yeah, like all of the NBA guys are like, I also know everything there is to know about fashion, and I'm just like, what?
The Slayer shirt is what killed me. That was the one where I'm just like, Russ, what the fuck?
That was a good one.
The last person I thought
day,
that
he
was
showed up like a traffic cone.
What did he wear?
Like a traffic outfit, like a crossing guard outfit, like head to toe.
Maybe he's paying respects.
I don't know.
Crossing guards are the forgotten heroes of this time.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
I know, like Russ has his own clothing brand. He goes to Fashion Week. A ton of basketball players. I can't even name them all. All have at least a shoe brand or a sock brand, or like it's not even athletic wear most of the time. So I'm just like, what is it about the NBA that kind of sparks that, but it doesn't really go anywhere else? Like NFL people, I put that they have that weird hat thing. I don't know if they like wearing weird hats. Like that's their thing, is like their big splash into fashion is that, and no socks with shoes. That's a big NFL thing.
Uh-huh.
I just don't know like where what's the divide? Like, how did that happen? And then hockey's like, here's my suit that I've had for the last 10 years, and it's the same suit that I've always had, and it's going to keep being this suit.
Yeah.
And that's what I've got.
And someone dry cleans it for me every once in a while. There you go.
Yeah.
I don't know. NFL players have been more so not, outshined by the game, but I feel like when you only have 16 games a year for your season, you have like, it's not as like big of a deal, or it's like, it's more of like you want to look as nice as possible, because if you've accepted a really bad loss, or you've had a really great win, like looking that power, like professional and pull together, you have more time to figure it out. Like you could just be like, hey, I have another 3-piece suit, or I have this ready to go. Like it's easy to plan out 16 outfits. Like you could do that at the beginning of the season. You could have your wardrobe already ready to go.
What if they do? You think they do?
I don't know. I feel like Tom Brady does. I feel like, I don't know, but like Tom Brady, I don't know. I feel like Cam Newton probably does. I feel like he has like a collection that he chooses. I feel like he just has mannequins that all look like him. He's so vain.
He does. He's one of those people like with like the closet, like with the outfit, like
oh my god, yes.
outfit, like you can hang it.
The shadow box things or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got shadow boxes for
like
his
he has
outfits.
the Sex and the City closet for sure.
Yeah.
But like I feel like because there's not as many games, like they put more pressure on looking professional put together with NBA, NHL, and MLB. Good God. Like I can't imagine trying to have not like a statement outfit, but like an outfit like that ready to go. Like you're just ready to have like 162 different like cool outfits just in case people want it like afterwards, like in case you're photographed. Like having 162 outfits would be no, there's no way.
No. Well, like the weird thing is like nobody ever is like, I don't know what baseball players even wear, because nobody's ever like recording them coming in, because they come so early to the field and like at different times. So like I don't know what Alex Gordon walks in. I mean, I can guarantee you it's athletic wear, but like they're never interviewed out of their uniforms or out of their warm-ups anyway.
Yeah, never.
So like baseball, I guess, doesn't have that opportunity to do so. And they really, but it's kind of weird that they don't. Like, you never, ever see a baseball dude, like, just out, and you don't interview him. Like, I don't know what any of them wear except for Danny Duffy, because he posts himself in his weird-ass ponchos.
Yeah, his carpet ponchos. Or, like, one of my friends bought one of those. It was like, I've always wanted a poncho like this, and now I have one. It was Travis, I think. I can't remember. It was like...
So you say it was Travis.
I think it was Travis.
Does he still have it?
He's like, I've always wanted this type of like hoodie. It's like with those, those like Aztec looking ones.
Oh,
like,
he does have that.
Yeah,
yes.
So I think that was him.
Yes, he does.
He was like, I've always wanted this, so now I have it, and my childhood's complete. And I'm like, so you wanted to look like a dirty hippie your whole life? Got it. Like I can't say much, but at least Zuba's is like, it's a print. It's I don't know. It's a world's most comfortable hoodie. I've had it forever. But
you're not supposed to be in Prince. Where's your CEO outfit?
I know, I fucked up.
God.
It was a weird day. I'll just put it that way.
I saw her last night and she was not in it either, in a CEO outfit.
I was wearing the shirt and the jeans, but I just put the camouflage over.
That is true. That is true.
I was in my CEO gear. Now I'm in so much Zuba's print that people would probably get like vertigo looking at me. It's cool. But like
well, that was my caveat to the agreement, was that you could wear sponsored stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's great. I think like any time that like we can rock our Zubas or whatever, I think Zubas, like I remember Cam Newton had like Zuba style pants on that one game. It was like back in 2016 or something. We're like, oh my god, he stole the Zubas print. Like that's amazing. But like it's fashionable. I think the ridiculous retro look is coming back. Like way more, because Pit Viper is one of my favorite brands, and they're nothing but like 80s ski slope chic. Like it's incredible.
Yeah,
like snow bunny gear right there.
I love it.
I know. I was like, I don't understand. Like, I mean, it sucks that you're afraid of heights because you'd be the ultimate snow bunny.
Well, why can't we just build a cabin here? Does anybody have a cabin with a fireplace and a hot tub? That's all I need.
36 acres. We could do that on.
Okay, let's build it. A cabin with a fireplace and a hot tub. And, like, polar bear fur on the ground.
And good lighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you get good lighting with like candlelight though?
Funny, you just get the overhead, like the orb lighting, and then it makes you
Mm-hmm.
glow versus like light up from different angles. So
Mm.
I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm. There we go. My eyes always look like lake green in candlelight. That's a problem.
My eyes always water because I have allergies and I just won't address them.
Oh my god.
I know. It's like
That
it's
is
fine.
true.
I have allergies and I'm like, I'm just gonna ignore this and it'll go away. I finally went to the
Right.
minute clinic to be like, I've been stuffed up, like I told you, just give me a Z pack. I'm just like, is it working yet? I'm waiting.
I'm waiting.
We got things
It's
to
so
do.
hot outside. It's weird.
It's hot outside, I know. It's like 40 degrees. I'm like, shit, I should have worn shorts.
Right? I have shorts on right now and I'm
Heat
about to go to the
wave.
store and I'm just like, it's summer now.
Basically. So what are you doing this weekend?
Basically.
We gotta talk about the weekend now. It's a freaking
I'm
weekend,
looking
baby.
at my camera or my calendar right now.
I'll
I
also look at
have
that spot so we
to
look ridiculous.
really grind on my costumes for Planet Comic Con at the end of the month because I have not done them at all. But I have a paint right here.
Wow, big step.
Yep. Paint, and I got a bodysuit over there. We have to paint it. Hopefully that works out because I've never painted in my life.
What
So
costume
we'll
is this?
see. This is for Alita.
Okay.
So she is like a robot humanoid type of thing, but you can see like muscles and they're purple under her
Nice.
bits and pieces of robot tree. So
You're
I
kind of
do
a
that and make pajamas.
purple robot.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing this weekend. Super exciting things. What are you doing?
Nothing. Literally nothing. Maybe.
Okay,
I'm supposed
we
to
got
be doing
NASCAR
something.
on Sunday.
Yeah,
Got that.
let's do NASCAR. Let's do NASCAR Sunday. Somewhere that's
Not
fun.
at Smitty's.
Fun. Fun is the keyword.
If anybody knows any NASCAR bars in Kansas City, we don't know of any, except for the hotel, which obviously, yeah. But I don't feel like smelling like smoke
Casino.
this weekend. Casino and hotel. Hollywood Hotel, right?
No hotel. Yet. I think they're building one. I don't know. I have no idea.
Are you
I'm
sure?
more about this. I
I
don't think
swear
there's-
it's
I
a
think there's
Hollywood hotel and casino.
I don't think it is.
I might be making that up. I'm not lying to you. But Hollywood. We're going to find out right now.
Perfect. Breaking
Right now,
news.
we're going to find out.
Da-da-da.
Da-da-da, da-da-da. Hollywood Hotel, Kansas City. No, it doesn't exist. Okay,
Okay, so now we know that.
so it's
Breaking
just a
news.
casino. Either way, I don't want to smell like smoke. So yeah, if you guys know any local bars, or you know a bar that will put it on with sound.
Yeah, bar
Let
with
us
sound would be
know.
good. I just want a chance to wear my goddamn it Megan shirt somewhere. So some places that would be
You're
socially
wearing it next
acceptable.
weekend.
What?
You're wearing it next week.
No, I want to wear it all the time now. It's so perfect because we all know someone. We all know a Megan that's like, God damn it, Megan. Everyone knows one.
Yeah.
You're everywhere.
Number one name of the 90s, you're welcome.
That and like Britney.
Yeah, a lot of
Everywhere.
Britneys and Caitlyn's.
Mm-hmm. That's okay though. You're glitter. Your name is actually glitter, so that's cool.
Thank God, because I hate Megan.
Like I don't like it, but no, we've got like.
But I do need shirts with my name on it.
Yeah, you do. I mean, I'm gonna be watching K-State. I think Saturday afternoon. That's I honestly don't have any plans because next week is so busy. I feel like I'm absorbing and using all my at-home time this weekend and
Yeah.
the beginning of next week.
You should. It takes a lot of charging up, like a lot of battery saving.
Would you say it takes a lot of gearing up?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Speaking of which, we're also checking out studio spaces. So
Yeah, we're doing a lot of cool stuff. Not to toot our own horns, but totally to toot our own horns. I mean, come
tooting
on.
it. I
Like,
don't care.
we literally said, like, our timelines are just each other jerking each other off. Just like, ha, let's look at this. Look what we can do now. But, like, that's the best part about us. We're unapologetically, like, just shamelessly plugging everything. But now that we have a merch store, I just feel like we are going to just be a household brand. Like, Dad Bod Tees I'm a huge, like, I love dad bods in general. Also
Okay.
Tide Pods, but mostly dad bods.
Tide Pods. I love dad bods that use Tide Pods.
When is Tide gonna sponsor us, damn it?
Dude, what if we did get sponsored by Tide? No,
Well,
we
Gronk
can't.
is already sponsored by Zubaz, and so are we. So if we get
That's true. If they
encroaching-
sponsored Gronk and he is not morally straight,
he's
I
perfect.
guess we could get sponsored.
He's an angel.
Did you see him on that yacht with his girlfriend?
They're in love.
That is not an angel. That is not an angel.
Let the people do what they want. How will you know if she can twerk if you don't try it out on a boat?
On video and then slap it.
I just,
How will you know?
I love Megan. I just love.
Live, laugh, love.
Live, laugh, love. I love wispy-haired men that fuck around with my emotions and then decide, hey, I'm going to slide into your friend's DMs. It'll be great. That's my favorite. I really enjoy people that take advice from us 3 years later and then claim that, like, it's their own free will that thought of this. I'm like, no, that was definitely us, but okay. I love everything. I love so much in life.
So much. Call outs. Call them out.
Yeah, I mean, if you make me mad, I'm gonna put you on a t-shirt. That's just that's what's gonna happen.
That's funny. That should be on a t-shirt. If you make me mad, I'm gonna put you on a t-shirt.
Yeah. You'll know, like, my most wanted list will just be your fucking face. Like, shit list right here.
That's funny. Yeah, but that's a little, we'll end on that little PSA out to men of the world. You guys don't care if girls bop around between your men group. You don't really talk to each other. Girls talk constantly. The minute you talk to a girl and then the girl's friend, everybody that they've ever known knows that happened.
Yo.
So just use your brains. Sorry, you're gonna have to go outside of the fishing pool that you were in and go to another pond.
You know, that's just what happens sometimes. You think that you're doing something great and being complimentary, being sweet, but you're just being a jackass. So, do better.
Do better.
That's all. I mean, I don't really have any more PSAs. I'm still sticking strong with no dating 2019. I'm sticking strong with no bullshit 2019. No more lying to ourselves 2019. So when I look at Corey at brunch and say, so we're just going to go to Tanner's because that's where we're going to end up when we all know this. We're not lying to each other. No more. Nope.
No more.
No more. We're just 100% on board with, hey, you know what? This is who we are as people.
Mm-hmm. I'm all right with that.
Perfect. Well,
we're going to get out of here then.
I feel like we've inspired people. I feel like we've really just let them embrace their better selves. And I hope we've enlightened your day.
Your day. I hope you have a better day.
I think we should be
get drunk at a Chinese place.
Please, but seriously though, if you know anyone that's ever gotten drunk, like eating Chinese food, I'd love to talk to them. I'm fascinated. I don't think it's possible.
To talk to them. Oh my god.
I'd love to hear their tale. I feel like I'm at the end of Jerry Springer. It's like, if you or your loved one are currently sleeping with the same person,
next episode.
Like, let's go. It's ridiculous. All right. Anyways, thank you for tuning in for this Friday episode. Yay.
We will see you on Monday, bright and early at 1.
Megan's now on middle of the Atlantic time. So it's cool. Don't even worry about what time.
The wrong direction.
West Coast. Okay.
Middle of
Megan
the
is now
Pacific.
middle of the Pacific. She's in Russia time zones.
There you go.
That's what we're operating on. Sorry. Or
I feel like that's way off, but maybe. No, because Russia's the same as Alaska.
Yeah, I can see Russia from my front porch. That was the most famous.
I can see Russia from my house.
I can see Russia. Anyways, we will be #1 geography podcast definitely by next month. People are going to be like, wow, this is really groundbreaking shit.
I'm going to have to get a map for my wall.
Honest?
A world map.
That would not be a bad idea. Fuck. All right, we're getting maps.
We'll talk about geography way too much.
Okay, put up your peace sign. Bye, guys.